The year was 1641. The Dutch East India Company ruled the seas. Its ships, laden with treasures, sailed to Europe. Captain van der Decken, known for his iron will, he commanded the Flying Dutchman. Driven by ambition, he sought profit. His pursuit led to a terrifying fate. Forever bound to the unforgiving sea, his story became a chilling legend. The Flying Dutchman found itself battling a ferocious storm off the Cape of Good Hope. Winds howled like banshees, tearing at the sails. Waves, monstrous and frothing, crashed upon the deck. The ship, tossed about like a toy, creaked and groaned under the onslaught. Fear gripped the hearts of the crew, their faces ashen under the storm-ridden sky. They pleaded with their captain to turn back, to seek shelter from the fury of the sea. But van der Decken, his eyes burning with a strange light, remained undeterred. He saw cowardice in their pleas, weakness in the face of nature's might. He roared above the storm, his voice laced with defiance. He would round the Cape, he declared, even if it took him until doomsday. His words, laced with arrogance and a hint of madness, echoed across the raging sea, a challenge thrown in the face of fate itself. The storm, as if angered by his defiance, intensified its assault. Lightning split the sky, illuminating the Dutchman's silhouette. A deafening crack of thunder shook the ship. A monstrous wave crashed upon the deck, sweeping away the mast and men. Amidst the chaos, van der Decken remained undeterred. He cursed the storm, the sea, and God himself. The storm abated, leaving an unsettling calm. The Flying Dutchman was cursed to sail the seas for eternity. Section 4. Harbinger of Doom, Sightings and Superstitions. News of the Flying Dutchman, and the fate of its captain, spread like wildfire through the maritime world. Sailors spun tales of a ghostly ship, its sails in tatters, manned by skeletal figures. They claimed it appeared in the dead of night, bathed in an unnatural green glow, a harbinger of misfortune. To see the Flying Dutchman was to tempt fate, to invite death and disaster upon your vessel. Superstitions took root, passed down through generations of seafarers. Some whispered of the Dutchman's captain, forever doomed to roam the seas, seeking redemption that would never come. Others spoke of the ghostly crew, their souls bound to the ship, forever working the rigging, their mournful cries echoing across the waves. It became an unspoken rule of the sea, to steer clear of any vessel resembling the Flying Dutchman, to avert your gaze and pray for safe passage. Section 5. Captain Smith's Encounter, a Twist of Fate. On a misty night, Captain Thomas Smith helmed the Albatross, bound for the East Indies. As the Albatross cut through fog, a shape emerged in the distance. A ship, its sails billowing without wind, untouched by time. Smith, curious and uneasy, ordered his men to approach. His first mate warned of the Flying Dutchman's doom, but Smith dismissed it as superstition. Section 6. The Ghostly Beckoning and Smith's Desperate Struggle. As the Albatross drew closer, the ghostly glow surrounding the other ship intensified. The mist parted, revealing the vessel in its full, terrifying glory. It was the Flying Dutchman, its name clearly visible on the transom, the letters seemingly etched in fire. On the deck, skeletal figures moved with an eerie grace, their hollow eyes fixed on the approaching Albatross. A figure, taller than the rest, stepped forward, his skeletal hand outstretched in a beckoning gesture. Captain Smith, his bravado crumbling, finally understood the gravity of his mistake. He ordered his men to change course, to flee from the cursed ship. But it was too late. The Albatross, as if caught in an invisible grip, refused to respond to the helm. It was being pulled towards the Flying Dutchman, drawn in by an unseen force. Section 7. Vanished without a trace. The Final Haunting Whisper. The crew of the Albatross watched in terror as the Flying Dutchman loomed larger, its spectral crew reaching out towards them with skeletal fingers. Then, just as suddenly as it appeared, the mist closed in, swallowing both ships in an ethereal embrace. The Albatross and all aboard vanished without a trace, swallowed by the legend of the Flying Dutchman. Some say, on nights when the fog hangs heavy over the water, you can still hear the ghostly echo of Captain Smith's final desperate cry, a chilling reminder of the price of ambition and the unforgiving nature of the sea. The Flying Dutchman, with its ghostly crew and cursed captain, continues to sail the seas, a chilling testament to the enduring power of legends and the haunting allure of the supernatural.